Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's podcast. This is the Arts Bonita podcast, and I have some very special guests with me. I have someone to my right that you probably recognize because you've seen him for a long time, because he's had his face all over Arts Bonita for a while now, especially recently as we've been performing shows together. And then over here, we have some new faces that maybe you haven't seen on the podcast, but you might have seen them because Crystalline has performed in shows with us before. Addison is new to our group and will be performing for the first time this week. So we'll definitely unpack all of those things. So let me first start by saying, Steve, I think this is number 4.
I think so, yeah. They're probably getting sick of seeing me by now.
No, I don't think so. I've been getting emails. They want more of you.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
I just get emails that just say more Steve. And I assume they're talking about you, so I keep,
It's me sending.
Is it? Okay, I got to look more closely. I will. I'll vet that better in the future.
No, this is fun, though. I'm glad we're doing these.
Yeah.
They're fun, and I'm glad we got some new people joining us today.
Yeah. So why don't you tell me what's the state of improv right now with all of us and what we're doing and what's going on? Tell us what's new, what's happening.
Well, I'm excited because we kind of lengthened the time between our shows over the summer because we were off season, and now we're going to start hitting them hard again and doing more of a monthly show. We've got a show coming up that we're going to talk about, and then we're going to hit, like I said, about every month. We're going to bring in some guests. We've got 2 guest stars joining us for this show, which is something unique we've not done here before with this group.
And we want to do it. We want it to be somewhat of a regular thing that we do.
We do. We want to make improv a open, fun community thing. We want to invite people from other troupes.
I thought improv was supposed to be negative, and you were supposed to use it to hold people down.
Right.
That was
and
loud.
not let anybody into your group. And
yes, right. Yeah, but we don't. We're not. We don't.
So
do that.
we've got 2 really good guests from West Palm Beach joining us for this show. I'm super excited to play with them again, and it always brings a nice, fresh element to our. We have a lot of regulars that come to our shows, which we appreciate, and they always like to see a new face. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
And we've got a new performer that's going to be playing with us this week for the first time. And we've got all new games. We try to promise every show we do something totally different. So if you've seen a show and you come back, you're going to see a totally different show. Even in improv, it's always different, but we're not going to play the same games and the same things we do every time.
Awesome. I want to introduce all of you to Crystalline. So, shot of Crystalline. Okay, Crystalline is a very important case study for doing improv comedy at Arts Bonita because what did Crystalline do? Crystalline took an improv class at Arts Bonita. Who was her teacher? This guy right here. This was her teacher.
That was me.
Did a couple classes with her, and then we started doing shows.
Yep.
And then what happened? We said, hey, Crystalline, you want to come perform with us and practice with us and just kind of get more experience? And she said, yes. Yeah. And then that happened. And then we did that. And then she performed with us. And then she's done how many shows?
I didn't know.
She doesn't know how many shows she's done because
I've done a lot.
It's all a blur, but I'm pretty sure it's 4.
It is 4.
Okay, yeah. So it's 4, but it's very important because we're a teaching program.
We are. We offer classes for teenagers, for youth, and for adults.
Yep.
We have an adult class going on right now. And it's very likely that if we see somebody in there that has some talent, like Crystalline did, we're going to invite them to come practice with us. And who knows, they may end up on the stage after a little bit of time. So it's exciting. It's a program that we always want to continue to foster growth with and keep moving.
Yeah. So before we start putting Addison on the spot, Crystalline, can you tell us a little bit about what was your expectation when you started coming in and rehearsing with us, and just like what has the experience been like for you?
Well, at first I gotta say I was very nervous performing with like adults, people like so much older than me.
What do you mean so much older?
Well.
You mean like just a few years older?
Just like a year or 2 older.
Yes.
It's not like I'm a 13-year-old girl or anything working with like 30, 40-year-olds.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, 30, 40-year-old.
Keep that.
Perfect.
Let's stay with that.
Yeah. 39, 40.
Yeah.
Just like a 20-year-old.
Yes, we're older. Yes, we're older.
But it was just like you've all been like doing improv for so much longer than me. It was a bit nerve-wracking because like I thought, oh, I'd obviously be like notably, remarkably worse than everyone else because I was so new to it, and I probably was, but not to a noticeable amount. But I'm just like I'm very new to it all, so being able to like fit in and like be supported by you all is very nice. I'm worried that the way I worded it made it sound like you all suck. You don't. You're great.
No, believe me, it was clear. We're just old. I'm pretty sure that was the message that was delivered. Yeah, that was very clear. Yeah. The thing is, Kristlyn, like what's great is you have no fear, and you're very confident, and you just put it all out there. And those are 3 things that you have to be able to do if you want to go out and do improv. And if you can't do that, then you can have negative impacts on what's happening in a show. That's why your impact has always been positive, because you've always been willing to do whatever, participate. You've been willing to lead. You've been willing to follow. You've been listening to the things that people say in, when we're rehearsing and we're giving notes and things like that. So I think it's been
always
great.
come up with some really kind of unique, great ideas.
Weird. I would call them weird.
Yeah.
Very strange and odd.
I would call them outside the box.
Oh, very.
Yeah, definitely. There's a strong border for the box. It's definitely coming from outside that box.
Kind of
it
like in
also
a
makes
different
it-
state than the box.
Yeah, but it also makes it fun. It makes it interesting and fun. And it's like John said, you have that fearlessness that just jump out there and make a decision, and you know that your team will support you, and we do.
Yeah, I lack a filter, and I'm sure that won't cause any problems for me.
No, I think it's great. First step is admitting it, and yes, you do, but that's okay. I just think that's why I think it's like the case study of Kristlyn is a very important one, because if you want to get up here and perform with us, there's not a like. You have to go through 3 years of training, and then you have to take a blood test, and then we're going to measure your toes, and then we're going to check your pH balance, and if everything is in a line, you can take our beginning class, and if everything goes well and the temperature and the wind and everything is perfect and the stars are aligned and the moon is the perfect distance from the sun,
Okay,
then you're in. It's not like that for us. It's way, way easier. So another case study, Addison. Let's talk about Addison. Steve, why don't you tell us about how you have connected with Addison, and then we'll get to Addison.
So Addison's kind of a fun case study too. Addison, I did improv with her sister, her older sister, for a number of years, 5-6 years ago. Traveled around, did festivals with her, her sister Emma, and she was very, very good at improv, very quirky and fun. And then Addison came to one of our improv jams, and I remembered her. She's done a ton of musical theater, a ton of acting in the area, and I remembered her as a good family person, a good person, and I said, hey, would you be interested in doing this jam? She did the jam. She killed at the jam. She was fun.
Killed means that she did really well. It doesn't mean killed.
No, that's for our Halloween.
Maybe
Yeah.
then. Yeah.
But she did real well. She made some real strong choices, and she's already has a lot of acting chops. So we invited her to practice along, and it's just gone great from there. I'm excited to have her. She's committed. She's here early. She takes direction well. She has fun. She cracks herself up oftentimes during a scene. We're working on that part.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to have you as a part of our team. It's good to have some ladies and some younger people on our team.
So I'm one of the ladies and one of the younger people. So what is it for you that you are thinking, because you are going to be performing in a show a week from right now as we're recording this podcast? What's your feeling?
I'm very excited because this is such a new thing for me. Like Steve said, I've always just been doing theater for like 10 years of my life. That's kind of been like my one thing. And so getting to try out something new with this amazing group and this amazing team of people, it's very fun. And it's just, I'm excited. I'm excited to get started. I'm excited to get going with it. Yeah.
What is your experience at Arts Bonita before this? Did you do some of the shows here?
I cannot say that I've done a lot of theater recently, but when I very first started doing theater, I started out here.
Okay.
So I probably did things like off and on from like when I was 8 to when I was probably like 12 or 13.
Wow.
So like a while back, like
That's
before,
cool.
yeah.
How many shows do you think you did here?
Oh goodness, that's too many to count.
Okay.
I can't think off the top of my
More
head.
than one, less than 100?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's a good range.
Yeah.
So I think that this is a very important point out there for people who are involved in Arts Bonita or looking to get involved, is we are a community that goes beyond just a class or a single experience. So I think it's great that you were doing stuff here, and then you went out, you did other things, and now you've come back and you're still doing other things, but you're here doing improv with us, which I think is great. That's what I want for everyone. I want people out there to come here and know that this is a place that is open, that is positive, that is safe, that is nurturing. That's what I want us to be, and I think that's what we are.
I think you touch on an important point, John, that you go to a lot of theaters and you have to go through years or months to years of classes and levels, and no matter what your experience level is, you start at the bottom and you bide your time. And we're a little different here. We do definitely want you involved in our classes. We want you to learn, but we also recognize past performance, past talent, and want to make it a kind of a intermingled community. We want to get people from other theaters to come and perform with us. We want guest players. We want to go guest play in their theaters, and we want this open improv the way I envision, and I think you envision improv to be, is a very open forum. If you go to Chicago, where the improv capital of the world, you might have one person that plays on 7 different teams in 4 different theaters. We want that kind of a thing, not where it's, oh, you're with them, you don't play for us. We want to make it very open, and that's why I'm excited to get Addison and Crystalline in here and have our guest stars. This is our first show where we have 2 guest stars coming. We're going to do it a lot. We're going to invite people from Sarasota, from Tampa, Orlando, anywhere.
And we do offer a traditional, improv training program where you come through and you do Improv 101, Improv 201, and Improv 301, and that takes place. I think it starts in October and it goes all the way through May.
Right.
And the whole purpose of that is some people like to be brought in and brought along, and it also kind of teaches our style, and our style is kind of like traditional improv games mixed in with some long form stuff sprinkled in with anything can happen.
Yeah, we really have almost like an all form hybrid style improv. We're just gonna kind of throw anything out there and mix it all together. And we don't do a short form show or a long form show. We mix everything together. We just want to have fun. We want our audience to be entertained, and so far we've had amazing audiences.
And so just, again, you are listening to the Arts Bonita podcast. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the podcast. Please share the podcast with other people. Like the podcast, watch it 100 times. Whatever you need to do to fully embrace it and let it all soak in. On our website, artsbonita.org, I'm going to go to it right here real quick. If you want to get tickets to come see our performances, you've got to go to, right now, you got to go to events and tickets, concerts and performances, okay? And as you scroll down, you will see the different various performances that are happening at Arts Bonita. We do have a show on the 19th, but this podcast is probably going to air after that. As you scroll down, you will see that we have an October show coming up on the 17th. These are where you go to buy tickets, and you come here, and when you click on these events, what's great is you can go in and you can pick your seats. That's how we have it set up. So it's all reserved seating. You pick where you want to sit so that you know where you're going to be when you come to the show. The Arts Bonita website also has a place for if you go to education, and let's just say, I'm going to say youth education. When you look down here, you'll see all the different disciplines that we have. We do have improv comedy as a specific discipline, and you will see the classes are listed here. So this is where you would go to sign up for the classes, and we have them going on throughout the year. One of the unique things about the way that our classes are designed currently is that you do the improv class. well, it's going to culminate to a live performance. Like that is something that's really important that we want everybody out there to know. Arts Bonita is the place that you go when you want to be able to learn and grow and get on stage. That is the most important piece. We want you to know that this is open and inclusive. So get here, sign up, and get on that stage. It's the best possible experience that you can have if you're interested in the performing arts. I mean, that's what we do. So let me ask all of you.
Oh, wait, before
yes,
you do
what?
that, I do
Yeah.
have a question.
Yeah.
And this is great because we have some newer people here. I want to ask everyone here, what are you the most nervous about for this coming show or an upcoming show? What is the thing that makes you the most nervous or anxious? Just curious. Probably should ask you that.
Oh, yeah. I feel like it's just, I feel like what I have right now, because I'm so new to this, is just the fear of doing something new for the first time. And I feel like it'll go well because I feel like we all work really well together. And I just feel like we have a good dynamic going. But it's still just a little bit of nervousness about doing anything that you've never done before. It's exciting, but
that's kind of fun too,
It
right?
is fun, yes.
I'm jumping out of an airplane and I'm going to put my parachute on when I'm in the air to figure out, So it's exhilarating as well. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
What about you?
I think I'm most nervous about. This is more like a general thing with like every show and thing I do is people not liking me. Like if I'm in like a play or something and my line delivery comes out wrong, everyone's gonna like boo and throw tomatoes at me and like put me in the garbage can outside. And that's my main fear, just like not being well received.
Adam Sandler would call that "they're all gonna laugh at you" syndrome. Yeah, that's what that is.
But the worst part is that's the point of an improv show. So
Right.
Yes.
I can't win.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. For me, even though I never think about it really, there's always a level of, you always just wonder how it's going to go. I mean, I'm always, hope it goes well. I don't really think about it from my perspective though. I just think of just as a whole, like, I hope it goes well, Yeah, because sometimes there's like weird things where energy can be a little weird, or like when we did that, when we opened, it wasn't like it was horrible, but when we opened for that comedian, it was just a different dynamic. We didn't have our normal open, we felt like, okay, we've got a very specific amount of time. So I don't know, just in general, I'm always just thinking like for the collective, I just want it to go well and I want it to be a good experience for everybody. So my nervousness is really just kind of for the group. It's not that I don't care. I don't. I just have the belief of like whatever it is just is what it's going to be. And I think that's kind of how everybody should be. Like you practice and you just get familiar with things and you trust each other, and then you just go, hey, whatever it is what it is. And as long as you throw yourself into it and buy into it, what's really gonna go wrong?
The good thing is that show is. Once it's done, it's
Yeah.
never going to be the same show again. So
Yeah.
you move on. You can Monday morning quarterback it a little, but there's not a whole lot there. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a healthy mindset to like go into anything with. Like what happens will happen. The show must go on, as they say. Sorry about my enunciation, but yeah, I mean like one time during a play backstage, I was like carrying a table off with another person and I fell and it just like kind of came on me. Everything was fine, but like the show went on anyway, despite the very loud noise that came from backstage that I'm sure everybody heard.
Did you recover?
I did recover. I wasn't even injured. It just like fell and it was loud.
Was this when you did Beetlejuice?
No, this was when I did School of Rock
Oh, okay. I didn't
at
see.
Naples Players. Great
Okay.
place, by the way.
Yeah.
Highly recommend.
Yeah.
Our feet are better, though.
They're better.
Sorry.
A fly also kind of fell on my head during that show.
A fly?
A fly, like the background, like
Oh,
a backdrop.
I thought you said because the flies don't really fall on things; they land on
Like a
things.
bug.
Now I know what you're talking about. A little.
Like a, yeah.
Yes.
I always wondered because different people have different things that make them nervous or that
Yeah.
they're anxious about before
Yeah.
the show. So I always like to kind of get that from people because we're really just making everything up.
Yeah.
So there's no lines to remember, but different things kind of freak people out, or can. So
Yeah, I think it's always about making sure that your pre-show is consistent. You know that, you know what I mean. Try not to have distractions and stuff. Like when we try to get in there and just kind of do it. Like there was this one show we did where I was just having to do all this stuff with like setting up music and all these things. And I was like, oh my God, it felt so weird. I felt so off that day because I had so much to do. And then we played like the first game, which was like sort of a rotating sort of rapping game.
Oh,
and
I remember.
I just couldn't like, it's like I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't listening. And it was just my brain just wasn't ready for improv. So then that game happened, and then that was my warm up, and then I, felt better after.
Yeah,
that.
I think you're right, John. I think a good warm up where we cohesively work as a team and we don't stress each other out and we're not trying to solve the world's problems.
Right.
We all get that like mind, that group mind, get on the same page, and that makes a better show. It makes a better energy for the whole show.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm curious. Do you guys have people who are coming? Do you have people coming to the show? Who's coming? Who are you inviting? Anybody new?
Oh, okay. Well, for sure, I'm inviting my parents. I invited my coworkers. We'll see what happens with that. Yeah. Some of my friends, like the ones that are in town, them too. It's hard for me too because I'm a college student. So a lot of my friends like don't go to college locally. Mm-hmm. So it's like trying to get people to come. But it's like I have friends that are definitely interested in coming. So I'm reminding them. I'm like, hey, it's coming up right now.
We get a lot of at the door night of sales.
We do, yeah.
And we always have like we'll be 2 weeks out from a show and we'll have like 25 or something, and then we'll
end up with
over
100.
Yeah. I think that's really going to grow after October, though. I think we're gonna.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, once season gets.
We're gonna try to get some sold outs.
Yep,
that's our goal.
What about you, Kristen? You got some people. Your parents are coming.
My parents, because
they're stalwarts. They come to every show. So.
Yeah, they also have to because I don't have a car yet. My grandparents are also going to be coming out of their free will this time. My parents also like coming, by the way. I'm not holding them hostage, even though that would be very funny and should be an inspiration for a scene.
Yeah, I think it's great. Yeah, holding your parents hostage and make them do things they might not want to do.
Yeah.
I like it. That's good.
John, I'm really excited. We have Kat Kenny and Nathan Stubbs are coming to join us. They're two improv pros from West Palm Beach.
Awesome.
They've been doing this for a long, long time. I've played with Kat in a couple shows before, where I was short a player and I said, hey, can you jump in here? Mm-hmm. And by the way, we're going to sing and do some other stuff. And she said, I don't do any of that, but sure, I'm game. Mm-hmm. And she knocked it out of the park. So I'm excited to have them come over and just play on our stage and have that camaraderie that, with the whole improv community. So
that's cool. It's nice of them to come out here and join us and to have the experience. And I think it's good for all parties involved.
It is.
It's good for them to come out and perform with new people in a new area. I'm always excited to perform with new people. I think it's always exciting. You never know what you're going to get. It'll be cool because one of the most important things about improv typically is you want to know the people that you're performing with. You want to have that experience, so you can start to see, I know what's going to happen, or I know Bill can do things that are really physical. I know if depending on what you want, you can set people up. So when it's people who are new to you don't have that,
right?
So, but you still just trust you just trust that no matter what happens, people are gonna make it work, whether it's the people that are visiting or the people that are here on the team.
And I think you're going to see that these guys are pros, and so they're going to adopt to our style and mimic our style and just make it all the more fun.
That's cool.
There's a trust, like you said, a trust you have to learn or build with people. And I already have it with them, so we have a little bit of an in with them, but they're just fun. They play, Nathan plays a lot of dumb characters, which I love, just dumb, fun stuff. But I'm super excited, and also excited to have Addison in her first show.
Yeah. Let's see. Is there let's talk about what's some of the games that we're going to be playing that people might know.
We're going to break out a couple of new games
for
this show. We are going to play a couple of old favorites. We're going to play a new game where we like to educate, so we're going to do some spelling bee. Mm-hmm. We're going to play a game about pitching movies, and that's all I'll say about that.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I like it. Yeah. So
We also have a musical director for our second time.
True.
Jody Fox is
Yep.
joining us for our show.
Jodie Fox did great last time.
Yeah, I'm excited
Yeah.
to have a musical director. I'm excited to see where that grows. We've got to practice some more singing and kind of get on the same page there. We haven't had a lot of opportunity to practice that.
Yeah.
But as we go on, that's going to be a big part of our shows.
Yeah, I did want to mention something to everybody. If you go to the website and you go to theater and you go to auditions, here you're going to see a thing here for improv comedy arts auditions. Okay, there's some instructions of what to do because we're always looking for people to submit and who are interested in performing. So you can do that directly through here. You can make a little video. We ask you what to do and you submit it. That's one way that we're always looking to grow our performance team. Of course, we do a lot of growing our performance team from within,
Right.
from people who are taking classes with us. But there's many different ways that you can get involved here. So
Yeah, we'd like to have a bunch of people that we can
Yeah.
pull from. That would be great.
yeah, we do. So let's
And also, not celebrate our two younger people, but we also have all our old regulars coming back.
yeah.
Miranda, of course, will be there.
That's
Bill
right,
and
Bill,
Darcy. will also
Darcy,
be there.
yeah.
Yep. So
Yeah, it's been great like working with all of them. We do need to check in on Mark and see how he's doing because Mark was performing a couple shows with us initially, so we'll check back in with him eventually.
Yep. We left the door open for
yeah.
Mark. He's had some stuff he had to take care of, and
Yeah, and I'm really proud of Darcy in the work that she's been doing, because she came into it new and she approaches everything with confidence and she's always like working, trying.
Yeah, I'm impressed with Darcy and also Addison and Crystal and their attitude. They're here on time or early. They're ready to practice. They're ready to try anything new you throw at them.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of it right there.
Yeah, well, being committed is important and makes a big difference. When I think about our shows and I think about what's coming up, and I love doing things with music and dancing, and I know we're going to be playing around with some music and dancing.
Oh yeah.
In our show, there's always
Lots of volunteers from our audience.
lots of volunteers.
Remember, if you come to a show and you volunteer the person sitting next to you, you have thus volunteered yourself. So
True story.
that's happened before. But we want the audience involved, not just shouting out suggestions or ideas, but also getting them up on stage. We will always protect them and make them look good and have fun with them.
Yeah.
And that's an important, integral part of our show.
Yeah, an example of spelling bee is this. Adam, give me a word. Apple. Apple. A.
P.
P.
L.
E.
Apple.
I.
Have
A.
Red.
Apple.
that
Is
Good.
For.
me.
Apple. So if you want to learn how to spell words like apple, then come to our
Or
show.
harder words even.
Or harder words
Yes.
like apples, which has an S on the end.
Or applesauce.
My God, you can't handle that.
We don't want to try that
No.
one.
You don't want to try that one, that mushy word. Anyway, that was just an example of how
We're
improv
also going to
works.
play a couple of fun games with our guest players. We're going to play a bell changes game. We're going to play a forward and reverse.
I thought you were
game.
going to say a
lot of-
belching game.
a bell changes.
Bell changes, yeah. Different than belching.
Yeah.
Belching is gross.
Yeah. And then we have a fun jump out game that we're going to play at the end that's just kind of goofy and dumb. And then also, I would be remiss if I didn't bring up that on the 28th of this month, we have our annual monthly free improv jam.
Yeah. Did you guys know that there are free improv jams at Arts Bonita? They are free. We do not say, hey, please make a donation also. It's free.
It's free.
Yeah.
Once a month on a Sunday. The next one's September 28th from 4 to 6 p.m. in the Moe Auditorium, which is the back building. And you come for 2 hours. You don't have to have any experience, or you can have all the experience in the world. And we just get up on stage and have fun and play. We had about 22 people at the last one. A real good time.
Has there ever been anybody who's come to an improv jam and then end up being invited to perform?
Boy, can you pan the camera over to the
No, we
lady
just got to
on the-
take the other angle.
Oh.
That's Addison.
That's Addison.
It
Yeah,
basically happened with Addison. Yeah.
Her and her mom came to an improv jam and had a lot of fun.
How good is her mom at improv?
She's actually really good at improv.
So how come you did not invite her?
I kind of maybe did, but she said, not for me right now. I don't really want to be on stage. But
If you're watching this podcast,
Sandy
She
Smith,
will be.
if you're watching this podcast, you know,
Sandy
you have
Smith.
an obligation to your daughter,
Yeah,
okay?
to both of your daughters.
To all of your daughters. You have an obligation to get on that stage. If you're coming to the show, you better be raising that hand.
That's
Yeah,
right.
come on,
Okay.
Sandy.
Yeah.
Lock
Yeah.
in.
Come on, how dare you?
Sandy,
in,
I don't
Sandy.
even know you. I haven't met you. I wasn't there.
Yeah.
But I want you up
I
on
know
that stage.
You. I know you let me take your other daughter on tour around the state and an improv festivals, and you came and supported her. So now we need you up on that stage, at least as a volunteer, at the very least.
Yeah.
I know who you are.
So what we're going to do is, to all of our audience members out there, we're going to share with you her cell phone number. We're going to ask all of you to call her and tell her that she needs to come to the show. So here's her number. It's 123 4 5 6 7 8.
Oh, give her email too.
I didn't finish the number though.
Oh, I thought you had it all there.
No, I think I only did 7 numbers, and I did
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
9. But it can't be 10 because it would be an extra.
That's just a 1 again.
Oh, wait, no.
I don't know what to do. Okay, don't call her. Don't call her.
Or you can email her at sandysmithdoesimprov@sandysmith.com.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There
And
you
that's
go.
a great email for someone who would say no to coming into
Yeah,
the show.
yeah.
Anyway, if we had a picture, we would show it, but we don't.
She kind of looks like her daughter, but a little
Figured.
bit older.
Yeah, makes
I
sense.
can't
You
imagine
know, like
that.
in her 20s, like we
Yeah.
are.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about some of the other interesting shows that we have coming up. So we do have a Halloween show coming up, and these are unique and different because they're thematic.
You know, there was a graphic. I don't know if you can pull that up. It has.
I took till they can do it.
There's 4 Halloween masks.
Hold on, let me
in this
find it.
graphic.
Let me
4
find
of the
it.
scariest
It's right here.
characters you've
I got
ever
it. Hold
seen.
on right now. I'm going to get there. Give me 1 second. Keep talking while I'm looking.
Okay, so there is a graphic with 4 of the scariest ghost masks.
Oh,
you've
I can't
ever
see.
seen. In fact,
We're scared.
Can't see because we changed.
I would make sure.
I can't see it. Okay, there we go.
I'd make sure that you're sitting down when you look at this graphic. Oh,
Aye.
you're gonna see all of your emails.
There's
too.
so many things here. I don't even know where it is.
Probably better if you go back to performances and just go the old school.
No, I want. Dang it! It doesn't work the way that I want it to.
Anyways, while John tries to find that, we do have a Halloween show in October.
I'm gonna find it over
And then we also have a very, very, very special Christmas time show that is based on. Am I allowed to say what it's based on, John?
What?
I'm gonna say that's a yes.
Yes, please do.
It's based on Hallmark movies. Everybody knows them. Everybody loves them. Hallmark movies for the holidays. We have a December show based on Hallmark movies. So, but before that, we have our 80s slasher film movie genre Halloween horror show. There it is. Look at that. Look at those ghosts up there. 4 of the scariest faces you'll ever see.
Yeah.
Especially the one on the far right.
Yeah, I don't know what mask that is.
Yeah, I'd like to get
That's
that.
terrifying. Lock
Yeah.
your doors, people.
A freaky fellow.
I'm not. Sometimes I'm looking at that and I'm like, which one is me? You know?
Last year, the
Which-
Flo, the insurance lady costume was the #1 Halloween costume, and this year it's that
Guy
face.
over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Good to know. Good to know.
So those are upcoming shows.
Yeah.
But of course, we have our September show, then we have October, we have December, and then right into January, February,
Yeah.
just all the time. We're always performing.
Yeah, the unique thing about the Hallmark holiday show is that I've written Hallmark movies, and now we're actually going to do one fully improvised on stage.
Wow.
That one's going to look very different than what you would normally see. Whereas, like the Halloween one is going to have like some of the normal games that we would have, but thematically we're going to play around with a lot of different things, and you'll see those crazy characters that we just showed you on that screen in that show.
But the Hallmark one will be totally different. That's going to be more of a unique. dare I say, I don't know if anybody's ever done that.
No, maybe people might have done something similar, but the way that we're going to do it and execute it, it's think Mad Lib, okay? Think the traditional Mad Libs, but doing a whole show that way.
Yeah.
So-
And with that
Wow.
Hallmarkian
Yes.
way.
You guys out there, the audience is going to decide who the main characters are and what job they have in the big city and what city they're in and what farm they're going back to and where the conflict is and what the weird boyfriend's name is from back in the day that they lost touch with and all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
it's going to be fun. I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to that. Be something different. So.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. I mean, we like to play around with stuff, and then we're going to keep doing shows on the monthly,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, excited about that.
I think that's our goal is to do shows.
And more guest stars. We're going to try and get guest stars in if not most of the shows that we do. Always bring at least one person in to have some fun with us.
Yeah, because we're not only bringing guest stars in occasionally, as you said, we're bringing people from the audience in all the time.
Yeah, yeah. We
Yeah.
love our audience volunteers.
And we don't force you to participate, but you just know it's an option that you can.
Yeah, and it's fun because a lot of times people will come to the jams, and those are the people that like to volunteer. They have fun at the jam, and then they go, "Wow, this is a good time. It's not that hard. It's pretty fun," and they get up on stage and join us. And I think Addison kind of is homegrown in that routine too. She came to a jam, she jumped up on stage as a volunteer, and all of a sudden
Now
she's
here
in
we
our
are.
cast. Yeah,
Yeah.
And I have a kindred spirit with Addison. I'm homegrown too. I learned my improv here way back in the day and taught here years and years ago. And so I come from this program here as Addison does. So and Crystalline. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's exciting. It's we want to grow this program. We want to make it big and exciting.
And the only way for us to do that is with your help. So if you haven't already subscribed to the podcast and you haven't already shared the podcast with your family members and friends and on your social media channels, please go do that now. Word of mouth is the most important thing that you could use to promote the stuff that we're doing. So please tell people about it and encourage people to, watch the podcast, come to the shows, consider taking classes. Remember, you can take improv classes even if you don't really have a desire or an interest in the performing arts. You might just want to
I've got
build confidence.
I've got a couple people in my class right now, in the adult class, that are looking to be better presenters and speakers and do team building at their jobs and not really wanting to perform, but wanting to just learn the skills and the tenets of improv. So there's a lot there.
Yeah. I think that it's kind of like it's for everyone. It's also good for kids too, because a lot of kids are really focused on electronics and devices and things like that. And I have a belief of I want to support kids in doing those things, but I also want to strongly encourage the other things to make sure that there's balance. I think balance is so incredibly important. So if you have a son or daughter who's, kind of glued to their devices a lot, get them involved in the arts, because almost none of we do have game design classes, but again, that's kids working together, collaborating to build worlds and build games and rules and things like that. But they're doing it in a collaborative environment. They're not just by themselves in a corner working on a computer. So in all aspects of the arts, it's going to help provide you that balance that you need to make sure that your kids are not just stuck on their devices.
It's a healthy thing. I think all the players here, when we practice or when we do a show or when we do a jam, nobody's thinking about work or home problems. They're just thinking about improv, and they're out of their heads and having a good time, and that's healthy. That's something we all need.
Do we know the date of the October improv jam?
I can look it up.
I think because I think it's after our show's on October 17th. And then I think it is. Is it that Sunday? Is it the 19th?
It's the very next day. Yeah. It's the 19th.
Oh yeah, because it's Saturday. We're performing. We usually perform on Friday nights, but that October show is on Saturday.
No. October is on a Friday.
Oh, it is on a Friday.
December is on a Saturday.
December's on a Saturday.
But
okay.
it is the 19th of October is the jam. But before that, the 28th of September.
Yes, it depends on when the podcast comes out. This podcast might come out in October.
Okay.
But yeah, look, I think it's a blast to perform and do these shows. So I'm looking forward to the shows. I'm looking forward to performing with everybody that is here now. And I am hoping that we all grow exponentially.
And I want to give a shout out to you, Jon, that you're committed to this improv program and the education and the shows.
True story.
And you put a lot of hard work and effort into it. And I'm going to give a shout out to you because without you, none of this would be possible. We're having fun. We go to shows and we look forward to them. We have a good time. We try to make each other, laugh, and I try to make everybody crack up. And our players all have a good time, and that's what it's all about.
Except Addison, we never make her laugh. You can't break her.
No, it's impossible.
She's
so
like
stone-faced.
ironclad.
I know.
Yes.
I am. So my goal is in every show to break somebody, and in the last show I made Miranda break, and that's really hard to do. And she said, "You got me," and I said, "Good." Point
You guys killed it though. That show we did where you guys were doing the A, B, C, D, like that.
Well, your hosting was great.
It was,
too.
but it
That
was
was
just
great.
all around the board. It was just so great. It was just I was enjoying it like as hosting it. I was like watching it like I was an audience member. It just everything. It was like it just was so well done.
I think it ended with killing some animals, maybe, or not killing some animals.
There was
and,
just I just remember you had a shotgun.
Yep. And
but,
maybe a little bit of a Les Mis type
Day one
flag.
more.
Yeah.
Day one more.
Day one more. We changed it to the song to Day One More.
Yeah.
That was probably the funnest scene I played in a while.
But that's what's cool about improv is you don't know how it's going to go. So, we don't plan anything. We just know the games that we're going to play and we know the rules of the games, but we don't know the suggestion. We don't know any of those things. So it's a blast. That's why I love improv as one of my core things that I like to do is it's fun for me because I don't know what's going to happen, and that makes it more interesting.
Yeah. And not only your commitment to it, but our whole team. I mean, everybody, we all show up, we all pitch in, and so many times that can be tough to have, and we just have committed people, and that's important. That makes it all the more fun. So thank you for what you do.
Yeah, thank you. So let's just go back, everybody. Just kind of give us just one thing. What would you tell the audience? Hey, this is what you should expect if you come to our show.
I think you should expect that. To hopefully laugh. I can't promise anything. I honestly can't.
Probably will happen.
Hopefully something good will happen.
Or you'll throw up.
Yeah. I think just expect the unexpected. Because honestly, when we go into a scene, we just go with the flow of what those of us around. Yeah.
Yes.
We're going with what everyone's doing. So it's if one person takes a strong lead in a scene and you just gotta yes and that, and it's just so even though everyone has this own vision in their head of where they want the scene to go, we all just kind of have to work together as a team. So it's what you think as an audience member might happen could be completely different, and I think that's the fun in it, honestly.
Yeah. What about for you?
I think audience members should expect a good show. I hope they're expecting that and they don't have low expectations because that would be embarrassing for all of us. But yeah, I think they should expect to laugh and they should expect a good show because we have really good talent up there. Even the newest person is amazing. She has
Thank you.
very good comedic chops. And
She's already cracking up.
She's so stone-faced. She's never laughed once in her life. No, she doesn't find anything funny. So you should look forward to never seeing her laugh even once. She'll never even smile, actually. No, she doesn't know what that word means.
I look forward to that as well. Yes. Steve?
I hope that I think people always either laugh or they do an ooh or an ah, and I like those sometimes as much as the laughs. We always play a different game, and if you come and you don't have a good time, you can follow me home, and I'll give you a refund.
I thought you were going to say that you'd give them a good time. You follow home, you would play checkers.
Oh, sure.
You'd give them hot cocoa.
If you don't have a good time, follow me home.
I'll give you a good
I'll wash
time.
your car.
I have board games. I have toothpicks.
I'll wash your car.
Whatever. That's exactly.
Yeah,
obviously,
no, we're
what I was
lucky.
saying.
We have a fantastic audience. They're ridiculously fun. They're
Yeah.
always up for a good time, and
Yeah.
we get them laughing. And sometimes they have something that they're talking about at the next show, or
Yeah.
a song they're singing on their way out. We try to greet them as they leave the audience or as they leave the show, and they're always so fun and so complimentary.
Yeah.
So.
I think you'll see something that you've never seen before. In some aspect of our show, you will see something that hasn't quite materialized in that way in front of your eyes before. I can almost guarantee that. And what I can promise is that you're going to have a group of committed performers that are going to be like doing everything they can to make it interesting and unique. I think that we are always successful with.
Yeah.
And the audience is always great. I love our audience. Our audience is incredible. I think they're tried and
the
true.
last few shows, we got a lot of more young people.
Yes.
But we still have our older audience that has been with us forever and come to every show. And
Yes,
what
this
a really diverse, fun audience.
Yeah, this message is for little Johnny. Little Johnny, you're out there somewhere, and you're little, and your name might be Johnny, and it might not be Johnny, but this message is for you. Come to the show as a young, tiny little Johnny, and watch it. You will laugh, you will have fun, and you will remember it forever, little Johnny. That ends my message to little Johnny.
Wow.
Yes, thank you. I just needed to speak to little Johnny. And by the way, just in case you didn't know, little Johnny is everyone. Every young person is
I
little
think
Johnny.
we're all little Johnny.
I think
We
you
all
are.
have a little
I
bit
think
of
we all
little
got a little
Johnny
Johnny, a little Johnny. I mean, my name is John, but that's not what we're talking about.
That's why I thought you were going with that at first.
I
like
thought
before.
I thought it was going to be much more personal than that.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like to my younger self.
Like little Johnny Tucker Davis III.
Oh.
No.
Hey, I also do want to give a shout out. We have a lot of amazing volunteers that help us with our shows.
We do.
Our front desk people, our ticket takers, the people that help us with these podcasts, the people that work here at the center.
Yeah.
Aliana, the executive
Aliona, yep.
director, Aliona.
Yeah,
sorry,
no, it's
and-
okay. Lots of support. Yeah.
Yeah, all the marketing people that do work for us. There's a lot of people that make all this happen, and we don't always even our tech people.
Yeah.
We got to make sure we recognize them because we could not do this without them.
No, it's huge. We have a great team at Arts Bonita all the way across the board. The people who work up at the front desk that take calls and help people get their tickets, the people who help to push the word out about these things. Adam, who is here with us right now as our tech engineer who's running the show, he's doing a great job. So, we do. There's always a lot of people.
A lot of cogs in the wheel that we don't just get up there on stage and fumble around. So.
Yeah. Thank you for adding cog to the podcast. That was the key word that I was waiting for someone to say.
Ding,
and
ding,
now
ding,
you
ding,
said
ding.
cog. I was
Yay.
just waiting for it. I knew it was going to get there, and then we got there. So great. Well, I want to say thank you to everybody for joining the podcast tonight. Steve, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Addison and Crystal.
Yep, Crystal and
welcome,
Addison, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's an honor to be here.
Good. Well, you're going to have to leave soon because
Oh,
we're
yeah.
going to end and
Yeah, I'll see
we're going to
myself
close
out.
up the building.
Oh,
You
oh.
can't stay here all night.
I was hoping you would let me stay the whole.
You can come
night.
back
Yeah,
next
I
week.
could just like sleep. I don't know. I could sleep outside.
You could sleep outside.
Oh,
But
okay.
but-
Not inside though.
Don't
You
lean.
shouldn't.
They just did
Okay.
fresh paint, so don't lean.
Oh,
on the
yeah.
building.
They're
Oh,
painting the
yeah.
building, so you
This
don't want
is
to get that.
true. This
Yeah.
is true.
Very true.
Okay, well, I'm
Smells
just going to
great out
remind
there.
all of you out there that you should subscribe to this podcast. You should share the podcast. You should go to artsbonita.org and you should buy your tickets for the show. Because as much as we do love the last minute people that come and buy tickets, it would be great if you bought your tickets in advance because when you do that, you can have better selection of where you're going to sit in the show.
Yeah, the tables are really nice to
Yeah.
sit at the tables. You can have your cocktail there, and then you get a better seat up front. Mm-hmm. And you make sure you've got room for you and your friends when you go there. That's nice. So
Yeah. So I want to say goodbye to our entire Arts Bonita community, and I want to say a special goodbye to little Johnny.
bye, little Johnny.
I shed a tear.